In the last video, I spent a lot of time analysing the Fox language itself, trying to make some tentative comparisons, translations, rules of thumb, whatever, theories about how I'm going to do this. Didn't make much progress, and I feel I maybe made some incorrect assumptions, but I think I made some tentative progress, and anyway, I feel like in the meantime I have had a little bit of, I don't want to say epiphany, but I wish I would have realised this on camera, but while I was making the thumbnail for the last video, I was just taking a screenshot of the video after I'd rendered it, and I spent a lot of time looking at this page. So I decided to make a copy of this page for my own sake, and just make it a nice, neater grid of the lexicon. What would you call it? And I miscalculated the grid, so I had to make an extra line. And then I came to a bit of a realization, but I can't keep communicating with you by holding up my notebook to the camera. So I've got paint.net open here. So I'm just going to cut to that for a second. It's going to look like the game is frozen. Oh, there we go. So let's get that open. And let's get, so this is just a screenshot that I was like looking at. So basically, I think that I should have been better prepared. I don't think that this is what we want. I don't think that this is what means Fox. Because, and I don't think that this is what means sword. Now this might not mean Fox, it might mean person or being, because these are the people in this universe, right? But what I was looking at really were these two, being what we really want to look at, which means the things that are interesting to us here. Let me pick a different color here. What we really want are these two, because these are a combination. And I also saw, because they have a similar element to them, right? They both. So hang on, I'm all over the place here. Let's just. I'm not going to get ahead of that. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. So what the big realization I had was that I understand how the symbols are created, how the words are created. So I mentioned about this hexagon. So if I was to draw a complete one, so all of the words are made up of these shapes, right? So we've got a very poorly drawn hexagon. Then let's get a different color. And then we've got the interior, which was something like this. I think, is that the complete shape? Yeah. And then most of the time in formal writing, it'll have a line that divides like so. Usually only the top half is connected. So the realization I had was that these symbols are one half of each word or sound or whatever, and then these are the others. So you have the exterior hexagonal shape, and then you have the interior whatever you'd call it, star shape, six-pronged, whatever shape. And you take one of each to create your symbol. I'm fairly confident that that is how this works. I guess the deception in amongst this is this horizontal line that goes in between that doesn't match up to this, which is what I guess obscures it somewhat. So I think well, so I've basically, that's as far as I've gotten. I didn't want to try and figure this out too much without starting recording because I feel like this was quite important progress. And the thing that helped me here was, if this is the word for fox, and if this is the word for sword, and we've also got the word for down, which is drawn like this. Remember, so we've only seen the word down drawn with a line in the middle. I'm going to try and do this with colours just to make it easier for me to understand. Right, and then we've got the line in between. Right, but if we draw it how some of them are sort of casually drawn by hand, it would look more like this. God, this is painfully slow, I'm sorry. Right? So these are the green ones. So then that means that we have this guy present in this symbol here, this symbol here, or this word, and in this one. So then we have the words, right, let's calm down. So we have the words, we definitely have the word down. God, this is the thumbnail font. Let me pick a more normal font. There we go. So we've got down. So it depends. We've got fox or person. Then we've got sword or attack. So, God, right. So if the symbols for all three of these, or the words, this, oh, damn it. If the symbols for all three of these words have this guy in common, this one, they all have it. If we just trace, if we just go over it here. Now I'm getting the colours mixed up here. Oh wait, no, it's not the same, is it? Oh no, it's not the same. Oh, that's ruined my entire theory. It really has ruined my entire theory. Because this symbol is like that, isn't it? Which is this guy. Whereas I'm working with this guy. Oh. What? What I was gonna say was that this maybe represents the O, the O in these three words, but it can't if it just can't, can it? Because it can't be fox and then have something that changes it to fox and sword, can it? At the same time. That's really rained on my parade, man. That has really rained on my parade. Or what I can say is that this is one of the hexagon symbols. So that's this part. The outer hexagons, it's this one. So why is this even here? If that doesn't mean fox. Does this mean fox? That's the massive problem I've got here. Because there's a slight difference between this one and this one, right? The little stem on top is the difference. So how can that mean fox on its own? That's the confusion I've got here. Oh, why? Because if that means fox, like, that can't... Now, calm down, Matthew. Calm down. You can still apply this in some way. It's just, I think I'm trying to apply it in too strict of a way. So let's start again. I've got down, box, or person, and sword or attack. Let's just start again. I still feel like this is valuable. Right. First of all, let's just start again. Get out of here, face. We need to do this with layers so that I can actually rub stuff out. Yeah. So basically we have the main hexagon, and then we've got the interior. God, Matt, what are you doing? And then we have informal writing. We have a line that separates. Right? And then we're trying to identify the similarities between certain words. It's weird making videos like this because you've got the constant thing in the back of your head that this might not actually get uploaded. And then was it sword and attack? So what my original theory before I just ruined my own theory was dude. Whoa, primary. I want the primary color. Absolute plank. Right. It was an O sound that connected these things. So because we've got down, ox, and sword, which I thought was going to mean, but I didn't realize that this one here didn't have the stem on it on the top, because that is important. It doesn't. Look, he scribbled that out. This might be a typo. Like this, it feels like there are mistakes everywhere here. The annoying thing is that this is the clear suggestion that this is a hexagon. He's drawn all hexagons here, but he's just drawn like a lazy circle instead to help draw them. So this thing is what's ruined me here. So I have to now contemplate the possibility that this is what means fox, because this is the symbol that carries between the two here, because we've got it here, right? And the symbol for down is very similar. It's like this, right? That's the symbol for down. Let's before I lose my mind, let's just double check that. And I just smack the camera. Probably. I wasn't even supposed to be playing any more Tunic. I'm supposed to be recording Zero Escape right now, but I didn't want to keep thinking about the problem, like off camera. I feel like I need to have these realizations while I'm recording. Have I gone the wrong way? Where am I going? Yeah, it's this way. Right, so the symbol for down is the one on the top row, third character, third symbol along. That's the character for down. So you can see where I'm coming from. I hope. Right. So that's the symbol I was just talking about. So we can't do a complete apples to apples breakdown of the language to English or to Greek alphabet language or whatever. It just has to be like a rule of thumb kind of thing. So I'm running out of color ideas here. But I need to pick like a brighter green, don't I, if I'm going to do this. Right. So we've got this guy here. The problem is this pointing to this guy here. This guy. I know it's pixelated to hell, but this guy. In a similar way to this point into this one. So I might be just making some really wild assumptions here that it actually means this one. Yeah, I think this is kind of falling apart here. The similarities we've got are between down and whatever this one is. Whereas the arrows, this one's pointing to this thing for sword, and this for fox is pointing to this one. So the similarities are between this one, and this one. So we know that this means down. I'm not sure if this means fox, and I'm not sure if this means sword. Because my entire theory was that this, where is it? That this one was the sound of, for O, was the sound of O. But if that's the sound for O, then it can't mean fox, can it? Because if it means O, then it takes its place here, and then these are a slightly different sound qualifier to make it into down, down. And this is a slightly different, and then this one turns it into sword. This one turns this into down. So what? Nothing about this changes it into fox, because it doesn't have any of these guys present, does it? That's what's doing my head in here. Right, so I feel like if I'm gonna, this video might just be a complete waste of time, but if I'm gonna make any progress here, I'm gonna have to make some presumptions. So I think I'm gonna have to start operating on the presumption that this guy is an O sound or something similar, something like it, right? And it means fox on its own. I think we have to stick with that. But I don't think that this one here means sword. I think it's this one. Perhaps it's, yeah, because if this means fox, and then I guess it's only ever going to be a fox or a person, right, who carries the sword. So then it can't be the sound O in that context. But having the word down here helps us. God, this is messy. That has to mean fox. It has to mean fox. I'm going to put that in my little key here. Fox for the O sound. It's got to be it. Right, so then we add this to make it sword. So maybe this one is an S. Something like an S. Which is, where is it? That one is this guy here. I've numbered them on my little chart. So fox is symbol number 34. And this one is symbol number 10. So I'm just going to put a little S here. See what progress we can make. Okay, so then if this is down, so we've got the O sound, then this little line here, which is this one, is a D, maybe. So that's number 16 I've got on my grid. A D. Now there's going to be weird qualifiers here, but this is a good start, I feel, to making some progress. It's just I apologize for doing this. I know this is quite messy, but I don't have any other way of really communicating this without having like an overhead camera for my notebook. So yeah, I feel like that's how this works. So now that we've got potential, let's just say we've got 3 sounds here, or loosely connected sounds. Oh, we've got d, and s, and us, and s. Right? I feel like I'm teaching a phonics class. That is how you'd have to say them in a phonics class, but s, d, and o, right? Now, obviously, there are what 42 symbols here, so obviously it's not going to be exactly representative of the normal alphabet. Is that exactly double? That's interesting. No, it's not exactly double. Exactly double would be 52. No. Okay, so then I guess we have to go through the book to see how these are combined. In particular, the fox sign is what's useful here, right? So let's say goodbye to this for the moment and go back in game. And then we can... What the... Was that exactly as the lightning flashed? Alright, and then we're just going to go to page 1, or maybe the tutorial areas, and we're going to look for the fox symbol inside other symbols, because then that will either be something that sounds as an... Oh, that's it. Maybe if we look at the shields, that will be for block, and block combined with that. Yeah. Yes. No. Right. Right, the massive issue here, right? The massive issue I've got here are the little tiny stems. So not on this top block, not on the exterior symbols. These interiors, right? There's clearly a difference between like this, the symbol I've got circled here, and this one. There's a clear difference because they're drawn differently, right? But the difference is that tiny little bit on top. Look, even here, the person who's been drawing in the book crossed that tiny bit out, so it is clearly significant. Clearly! But that's what's screwing me, because every time I see one that looks like a fox, like, so we've just been in game, let's go back. This one, the block, has everything we want. It just doesn't have the tiny bit on the top. And then the rest of it, and and we've still got to figure out a way of connecting all of these together. Got to find an example that has the complete fox, as I'm imagining it, complete fox symbol. Yeah, look there, fox, target, lock on, lock. My guess is that this is our name. Oh, killing me here. Target lock. Oh, this is killing me, man. I don't know how else to interpret this, man. Does that mean target lock? How can it mean target lock if it's got the word fox at the end? That little extra bit of stem is absolutely killing me on the top there. Because there's clearly a difference. Ugh. Oh, which one means fox? Which one? Oh no. I'm teetering on the edge of figuring something out, but I'm just... So that means stamina. That has to be the exact translation of that. That's the stamina bar, yeah? That has to mean stamina. So I think the key thing for each chunk is the vowel, right? So stamina. No, that has 3 vowels. Vowel sounds in it. That's tricky then. Now the one thing I do have to compare then for the I sound in stamina is the word right. So let me just jot down this symbol right here for stamina. God, that's complicated. That's really complicated. Right. Right. You're seeing the magic happen in real time. Right. There I am. I want you, please. Right, we need this guy. Oh, hang on. Oh, the lengths I'm going to here, man. And then... God's sake. Right, let's go again with these guys. Right. So what I want here is to find a similarity. So if this means stamina, which it might not, right? So I need this. I want the symbol for right, because right has an I in it. Which one's the one for right? This one. Symbol for right. And that has the what? That has the fox symbol in it as well. What the hell, fox? What? Oh no, my plan has fallen apart. That's got this the fox symbol as well. That can't mean fox then. No way. This has to be what means fox. So that can't mean fox and then be in this one. Oh no, yeah, it is in this one. I know it's got the circle at the bottom, but but look, it's there. So it can't be an O sound if that means fox. But the same goes for this one as well. Oh, that's a tough. Anyway, I'm trying to find similarities between these two, which I'm not going to necessarily do now. I don't think there are similarities. I think they're completely different. The hell? How can that have the fox symbol in the middle of it? Unbelievable. Ah! That doesn't mean stamina then. Well, maybe it does. Oh, our brain is cooked. Slow cooked. Why? Why does this bit have to be an issue here? That's just ruined everything. It has ruined absolutely everything. I mean, the weird thing about this is this. Are they? Oh god, that really sucks, man. I don't know what to do then. I need some sort of concrete similarity between these things. I just can't seem to find it. Like, how can, like, if this thing connects these three words, like, how can it be connected to the word right? That means right. That's the direction right. And it has a fox symbol in it. How can it be connected? Oh, I'm completely lost then. Oy. I mean, I've had the breakthrough about the two ways to make up the symbols, although we obviously still don't know what these little niche bits at the bottom mean. God, that, a friend of mine, we used to have a word for instead of he used to always used to say, instead of saying hipster, we used to say niche warriors, which I think is a much better term for that, niche warriors. And it just reminded me of it. Sorry. Uh, the other possibility here that I suppose I'm not considering. Yeah, why didn't I think of that? Yeah. I guess the other possibility is why didn't I think of this? Yeah. 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 I'm so stupid. This means fox. And these together mean sword. Of course! Of course, man. I still don't know how that ties in with right. For ox and right. It's gentle progress, I suppose. Maybe that's wrong, but maybe all of this together means fox. Can I find an example of that? We can only try, right? Right, that's the last thing we desperately need to do, is find those three all together. Where was it? I don't think that this circle actually means anything. I think that that is just whoever's doing this drawing a little outline for the hexagon, like over here. I think that that's what it is. Yeah, maybe all three together mean fox, and maybe those two together mean sword. And the thing that's connecting them is that one particular sound, which is an O. If it doesn't mean fox, if it means person, then it is definitely tougher to figure out. It's kind of cooking my brain a little bit, the fact that right has that in it as well. But none of those sounds are present. Right, down. It's just none of the sounds are the same. Fox. So why the hell is that symbol in the... Oh, God! Good God! Good God. I can't. I can't. I think we've made some progress here, but it's all... I've also completely cooked my head here. Cooked my head. Baked my brain. Sauteed. Poached. Scrambled. It's a start at least. But yes. So we've got something to go on here. Something. So this symbol is present here. And the only thing that the words fox and sword have in common is the letter O. However, this means right. It does not mean O in the context of this word, which is what this might change. But that isn't anywhere on our little cipher here. Our little decoder. Which is an issue. A massive issue. These interior of the hexagon symbols aren't always going to be vowels either, because like it's present for this one here, the part of fox. So I'm just completely lost. I'm completely lost. So like if this was written neater, it would be, I guess, a 3 symbol presentation. So I guess we'd have our line here. Then we'd have our exteriors. So we'd probably, how would it look? It'd go something like this, I think. Oh, hang on. Looks something like this. Right? I think. And it wouldn't have any other exterior lines. The others would all be interiors. And then we'd have I think it would look something like this anyway. Yeah, it's so confusing the way it doesn't have the little stem underneath. And I think that these two would connect, right? If some of the others are anything to go by. This was written in formal Fox. I think that's how it would be displayed, give or take. This would probably go like that. That is rough. It would look something like that. So maybe that means Fox. Alright, I'm going to leave it there, guys. That's been quite exhausting. I hope this was anywhere close to... I don't know how to describe this as a video. But I've quite enjoyed it. We'll hopefully continue to make progress, but there are no guarantees. I will probably analyse that a bit more myself, but it's nice to have the revelations in the playthrough, you know. God. Yeah, it's nice to have the revelations in the playthrough, but you can't always have it that way, can you? So, yeah, we'll pick it up from here next time. Not that we've really done anything, but we'll pick up the translating stuff, I guess, at some point. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed. Leave me a like if you did, please. Just remember, everyone, never trust an uncrate. I'll see you next time.